Assalamu alaikum. Ramzan Mubarak to you all. We're currently going grocery shopping and I'm going to start recording right now because I've not been vlogging much because there's a load of people everywhere. But I've just done this. I've gone and bought one big fire and I've never made it in my life. In almost 15 years of marriage, it's the first time I've purchased it and it's the first time I'm making it. Yeah. Assalamu alaikum and Ramazan Mubarak to you all. I hope it's going well, inshallah. So we have come grocery shopping. That's not pleasant, is it? So we went out to grocery shopping. I didn't do much vlogging at Manchester Superstore and the meat shop because it was so busy everywhere. I think all the men just decided to come shopping for their wives and for themselves after they prayed Jummah. So we are now going to Tesco. We're going to be making the filling for spring onions. Yeah, I'm going to be making the filling for spring rolls, chicken spring rolls, and I'm going to be filling them tomorrow because I can't do both in the same day because I'm in lots and lots of pain as it is. So I'll be doing that. I've got the pleasure of putting all the shopping away once I get home, and then literally as we get home the kids will end up coming, and today it's my husband's day of teaching. I did it yesterday. I did the Islamic studies yesterday, alhamdulillah. So yeah, come with us to Tesco for some shopping. So we have a mixed trolley of all sorts in there. So me and my husband have just been out shopping. I'm planning on making spring rolls. So I've got some of the ingredients for spring rolls and the chutney to go with it and lots of other bits and bobs. We're going to have a Chinese, which I've never made before. Well, I'm going to do like a Pakistani take on like a chicken chow mein. So I've got like the little bits and bobs. I don't know, I'll have a look at a few recipes and then put my own little stamp on it. So this is all my shopping. I have the pleasure of putting all this away now, and then I need to the minimum get the keema cooked for the spring rolls because I don't want that going off. I always find that keema goes off even though I have it washed and, you know, machined and whatnot. So I'm going to make sure that that's cooked minimum today, and then I can just concentrate on iftar, which will be like the noodles, chow mein. And then tomorrow what I'll do is I'll start filling the spring rolls once the filling is complete. Because I'm an unwell person, I have multiple issues with my poor body, so I can't do like what normal people tend to do, like do everything in one day or multiple things in one day. So hence why I'm gonna have to take it easy and see how I go, because I have been having a few flare-ups here and there recently. So I need to make sure that my health is in check first, and then everything else will get done as and when. So I'm not sure if I'm going to share the chow mein recipe. It depends how rushed I'm going to be later on. I've defrosted some chicken breast that I had in the freezer. And yeah, depending on how much time I've got left for iftar, because I like to be really like organized. And yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to be filming it. But if I do, then I'll definitely post it, inshallah. Who else feels like they're playing a game of Tetris when they're trying to fill everything into their fridge? I'm trying to just like cram whatever in for now, and then I can organize it nicely later on. But yeah, I'm rushing now because the kids are here, and then literally it's only about an hour and a bit before it's iftar. So now I'm rushing. Guys, there's literally not much time left, and the road's opening and I have to cook all this. I'm just gonna wing it. Yeah, you know what, I better stick the chicken on before anything because that needs to cook through. I don't want my husband ill, but I'm winging it. I don't know what I'm doing. I've watched about a good few TikToks, watched a bit of Shabaji, a bit of this person and a bit of that person, and I'm just gonna do whatever. Bismillah. Right, this is going to be a very rush recipe because it's 6 o'clock and I literally don't have much time. So I've added the chicken breast that I've made really small strips of. Well, they were supposed to be small. And I've added garlic and ginger to this because I don't want that horrible, nasty, chickeny smell or taste in it. So I'm going to cook this for a couple of minutes the way it is. And then, I don't know, I'll refer back to a video. inshallah, and then I'll keep you lot informed. But OMG, I've never done anything like this in my life. Literally minutes to spare, and I'm cooking a meaty chicken dish, which I'm scared of that it's going to be undercooked, but I'll make sure that it's not. Bismillah. In this, I've added 1 teaspoon of corn flour. I'm guessing that's to soak up all this moisture and make it quite thick in consistency. And now, even though I'm not supposed to, because it's supposed to be like a blandish recipe, I'm gonna add half a teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of red chili powder and let that cook, and then I will show you what I'm gonna do next. I don't know what I'm doing next. I know I'm doing something next, but I don't know what. And in that time, I'm gonna let this thing cook and stir it about and get the other ingredients together. So while I've got the chicken cooking on low heat because I want it fully cooked, I have got everything else sort of like prepared and laid out. And I'm thinking, instead of like just splashing random things into the pan, because I didn't have a wok, and I tried to go over to my mum's across the road and see if she had one, and I couldn't find one there either, so I'm just doing it in a griddle pan. But anyhow, I'm gonna make my sauce in this and then spill it in, and then let that cook, and then add the veg and then add the noodles and then take it from there. I think I know what I'm doing. So this has got some tomato puree in, some chili sauce, some ketchup and Kona sauce, and 2 teaspoons of sugar. And now I'm going to splash some dark and light. I think I'm going to start with the light and then finish off with the dark. So I'm going to let all this cook nicely on really low heat so that the chicken cooks. I'm going to just double check what time Maghrib Azan is, and then about 5 or so minutes before it, I'll add the veg and noodles and then serve it nice and hot for the khubeth. But I've given it a quick taste test and it seems alright, alhamdulillah. Like, it's not a disaster. I might add more things into it because it looks a little bit dry, but I'll see. I totally forgot to vlog, but I've added the veg in, I've added the noodles in. I'm just going to leave it on low, and then I've put my alarm on for 16 minutes past 6 because fast breaks at 18 minutes past 6, and then I'm going to blast it on full heat and serve it to the hubby dub dubs. So my alarm has just gone off. I've added a few more splashes of light and dark soy sauce and a few splashes of Encona just to get rid of that sweetish taste that was in there. And I'm just going to blast it on full heat and then serve it to my husband, bless him. And that's what it looks like once it's done. Right, let's eat. Bismillah. Right, I'm back after cleaning up after iftar. That was madness because it's something that needs to be cooked like as soon as possible. Not as soon as possible, like just before serving. I was just rushing a little bit because we spent most of our day, like my husband went to Jummah, then we went shopping, we went 3 different places, and it just got a little bit hectic. Anyhow, I'm going to start my spring roll filling, and in here I have got 2 kg thigh keema, and I've got my garlic and ginger paste in there, and onion and green chili paste. I'm gonna add I'm gonna add 4 teaspoons of red chili powder and salt, and half or possibly 1 teaspoon of haldi, and then the rest of the spices I'm gonna add once it's cooked. This is madness. It's like 10 past 8 and I'm here making this so that I've got enough strength to do the filling tomorrow. So I've boiled the veg. I just need to peel, slice and cube my potatoes and boil them. Whether I do that now or tomorrow, I don't know. Probably now, just so that tomorrow is just a case of filling them in and then freezing them, inshallah. So as you can see, I've added the 3 spices in. Give this all a mix and wait for the water to evaporate, because I've added some splashes of water in both pastes just so that it's easy to grind in my Ninja. And yeah, let that cook through and then I will tell you what I do next, inshallah. As you can see, it's released all its water, so the chicken had its own water, and then so did the paste. So that's released from the chicken keema. I've decided I'm gonna be dying with pain anyway, so I might as well complete the whole thing and die at once. Astaghfirullah, you know what I mean. And this is now when I sit myself on a stool because my back is murdering me. Me, stupid Maria, what have you got yourself into? So the water has almost evaporated, and I'm just going to go over the mince with a masher just to get rid of any big size lumps. I've added the veg into the keema so that if there is any moisture still locked into them, I'll put this on high and let it dry out. And in the back, I'm now going to start boiling water for the potatoes. Well, I got a little bit distracted then. Basically, we live in a drive, and occasionally we get like drug dealers and little idiot scrouts, coming into the corner and throwing their needles and their leftover disgustingness. And that's what's happened. There was like a little runner, so basically a teenage kid that's doing the running around for the other idiots, and they pulled up like proper screeching their car around. Anyway, me and my detective neighbours went out and started checking what was going on. My husband gripped the younger boy and started telling him off that don't come here again. So let's see if that happens again. So usually they come just after iftari, and then they'll come like after Tarawih-ish. So let's see when they come now. But yeah, I'm here boiling my potatoes and my back is about to snap. But I'll be giving myself shabashi tomorrow when I don't have to cook anything and I just need to fill the pastries. Ab to meri bas ho gayi hai. I'm getting them black like sparks in my eyes. That indicates I'm going to have a migraine as well. So well done to me for exerting myself. Anyway, before I add the boiled potatoes in this, I thought I will put the garam masala. So 1.5 teaspoon of garam masala and my green coriander. I thought I'll put it in first, mix it so that when I do put my potatoes in, then it won't break. Because I think I've left them on for like a few extra seconds than what I should have. But I'm going to add them. I'm going to mix this first and add the potatoes. And hopefully this pan will be big enough. I sent my husband to my mum across the road and see if she definitely has something big, but I think she's asleep. So I'm going to have to manage with what I've got. To be honest, I could go to my mum's. It's only across the road. The kitchen door's already open. So I just need to go down the drive, take my key, open the door and get whatever I need. But I don't want to because I'm in agony and I still have to clean up inside and the kitchen. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a few spoons of potato each time and then mix it instead of adding them all together, because then there's more chances of breakage. So wish me luck. Yeah, alhamdulillah, I didn't need to go to mum's. So that's done. Now I'm going to clean my kitchen, clean my house indoors because I've neglected it today. And then I am going to do my ibadah. So I shall see you tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. So it's the following day. As I predicted, had a really bad night. I just kept waking up every couple of like 10, 15, 20 minute gaps. So I didn't sleep very well in the night. But when I had my medication in the morning, that knocked me out. So I had a little mini nap for about an hour. And now I'm going to start on these spring rolls. I've still got a big pot that's in the kitchen. I didn't want to bring that in because it's quite high up and it would have meant me keep looking over. So I'm just going to refill this bowl as and when required. So here goes. Bismillah.
यहाँ से जा रहे हैं मस्जिदुल हराम की तरफ. देखें माशाल्लाह रमजान का पहला रोजा और लोग भी जा रहे हैं माशाल्लाह.
It's almost 10 o'clock at night and me and my hubby are going to Bolton because I don't know, why are we going?
For a snack.
For a snack. Even though we had a snack for his iftar and my one meal a day. We didn't have like a full meal, we just basically had like the samosas that his mum made and the rolls that I made, and we had just a couple of them. And he said that afterwards we'll go out, and that's what everyone else seems to be doing nowadays, because look how packed it is on Cheetah Mill Road. Everyone's out having their post Tarawih munch. It's nice seeing kids out though, mashallah, but I just hope that they are out for the right reasons and not to chill with their friends. Yeah, I mean, it's good to see your friends and stuff, but concentrate on ibadah. But we are off to Bolton. We've not been since we come back from Pakistan, which has been about what? Stupid. Which has been about 2 weeks? No, 2 weeks? 3 weeks. So we're gonna go there, have our meal, and then come home, inshallah. Yeah, here. We've got chai, oh no. What is it with all the chai everywhere? This was called Jojo's or something before, wasn't it?
Yeah, Jojo's.
He has bought the goods, and I've never seen ladies working in there before. What's that all about?
Been there for nearly 2 years because we don't come here that regularly.
Alright. It's a bit strange, isn't it? It looks good, but Steako is better. Don't you think? Mouth watering. I can just feel that ting on my tongue. Ting on my tongue. Oof. So that was very tiring. I've broken my back again. But yeah, I was busy making them rolls, and then I popped into my mum's for a bit, and then come home, finish them off. Then it was iftar time, and then it was just like non-stop. But I've just made a big batch of chutney, and this was doing my head in as well. I thought, you know what, I better make it before the ingredients start going that weird browny blacky colour. So I've made a big batch of chutney. I'm just gonna cover this and put it in the fridge, and then I'll sort it out later on once my medication kicks in. So I was just editing the vlog, and I realized that I didn't do an outro. So here's future me outroing the previous vlog. And inshallah, I will speak to you in the next one. Please remember me, my family, the ummah in your du'as. May Allah alleviate the suffering that the Muslims are going through at the moment. Inshallah, I'll speak to you all very soon. Assalamu alaikum.